Guys, welcome to the Oasis Healing Temple. Thank you so much for joining me for today's reading. We are doing the tour around the chakras, and for today's reading, we are tapping into the solar plexus to see what messages and energies reside in that energy space. Our solar plexus is our physical mind. It represents our mental energies, our physical consciousness here in the physical plane, our confidence, our ability to create from our belief systems. It's our energy, our personal fire, the things that we're passionate about. It's also our metabolism and the fuel that we use to burn. So it's almost like what you feed yourself in all different aspects, physically, emotionally, and mentally. So let's pull the significator cards for the 3 different pile choices. Pile number 1, please. Can we get a card for the collective of pile number 1? What are the energies of their solar plexus? Pile number 2, please. Give a card for the collective of pile number 2. Guess it wants, woo, okay. We'll use this top card that flipped over. Pile number 3. Alright, there's your card. So for pile number 1, we have Cauldron, the womb, and that is with, oh my goodness. That is with Pyrite. Pile number 2, we have Neophyte with Citrine. And for pile number 3, we have Spiral, and that is with Bumblebee, Jasper. Okay, those are the pile choices. You can pause the video if you need more time to meditate and choose your pile. If you know which reading is meant for you, you can go ahead and check the description box below. The timestamps will be listed there. And I will see you all at your readings. Number 1 to your reading, you chose the Cauldron with the Pyrite. And this card says the womb, card number 26, which is an 8, which is the infinity symbol, representing balance, strength, infinity, you know, the creation, the ending of something old, the beginning of something new. It's the continuous cycle of death and rebirth. And in this image, we have a woman who's holding like her staff of power, as well as her cup is like full. I want to say that you have mastered and balanced your masculine and feminine energies. Pyrite is a stone of masculine energy. And we have this with the womb here, paired with the womb. And we have this protection around this creation here, whatever is cooking in the kettle. And she's standing in a field of wheat. So I feel like this is your harvest that's coming in at the moment, from balancing both the aspects of this is the sacral chakra and the solar plexus. So this is a balance of the masculine and feminine energies, the water and the fire. As I was saying in the introduction, our solar plexus is our fire, the passion to create. And we create in our womb space. So I feel like there is this, you have balanced your emotional waters along with your passionate fires and the masculine and feminine, standing in your truth with your staff of power, the ability to create, to manifest. Very strong reading for pile number 1. Let's see what other messages want to come through from the solar plexus. But yeah, this is there's something that you're creating. We have Sandria and Blue. You are walking the path of perfection to discover paradise. Do not hurry. It will happen one way or another. Take small steps and enjoy the journey. Ooh, okay. We have Malayhil and Shimhakshadlu. I'm not sure how to pronounce that word, you guys. Malayhil has spoken. I am the light in the darkness. I will guide you back to divine love. All lower energy must bow before my power. Yeah, you have mastered the ability to balance your masculine and feminine energies and the ability to now create, you know, your truth. You're very confident in yourself and your ability to co-create with the creator. You're able to transmute lower energies. When I say you might be being asked to tap into that masculine energy. What I just noticed is we have a female rider and we have a masculine rider. More confirmation of the balance between the masculine and the feminine energies. We also have a connection to the throat chakra and the heart chakra with our colored dragons. So speaking our truth, honoring your authentic self, staying in the balance in the center of your heart chakra here. You are the light in the darkness. You're able to take your perspective, your love, and your attention and your awareness into, you know, into the shadow, into the dark areas of the psyche that haven't been tapped into yet. And you're able to stand in your power and your truth in order to face those shadows or to face those fears. Okay, we have North Node Future. We have Conjunction Alliance. See, there is a group of you. Okay, so this is for the Starseeds out there. There's a group of you who are here to bring this energy forward, to anchor in this balance for the future generations. The balance of the divine masculine and feminine. We have rest and we have flow. Okay, you're here to bring in that feminine energy, the Christ consciousness that is the balanced masculine and balanced feminine, and you're helping to restore more of that feminine energy here onto the planet. Yeah, by teaching others how to, you know, practice more self-love, nurturing oneself, healing the inner child, going with the flow, not working so hard, allowing yourself to tap into those feminine energies. And we have unexpected visitors. And there's this like peeking in the doorway. Tapping into a new frequency, a new energy. I feel like I kind of get like the Alice in Wonderland vibe from this card here with the bunny rabbit. We have faith. Purpose. I know what I'm here to do. And we have the word Lord. Communication, praise, and dishonesty. Okay. Yeah, your purpose is fixing to be revealed to you about why you're here, what you're here to bring forward. You might be getting in contact with like-minded souls, your soul family, soul tribe. And there's something here, an energy that you have, your particular vibration that you're meant to seed here onto the planet. You have 37-1. Yeah, that new beginning, something new. It's also a 10, so it's the ending of the old cycles and the beginning of a new cycle, bringing that transformative energy to begin a new cycle. And then we have number 5 here, which represents, shifting, changes. And sometimes changes can be a little bit tricky because there's sometimes lessons that are involved in that. Yeah, we have a 51 and a 41, so 6 more 5s. So we have 14 and 41, 55. Yeah, change, a constant change, right? So I feel like, you're fixing to get, your purpose is about to be revealed for you, revealed to you. Stay in your flow state at the moment. Our solar plexus is our ability to create for ourselves, to create the life that we want to live. It is where we are passionate about what we're doing and why we're here. So with you finding that balance with your masculine and feminine self and staying in that heart center, you're going to be receiving confirmation about your soul purpose, what you're here to do, what you're here to communicate. Because we have communication here, and we also have this blue dragon for the throat chakra. So there's some type of energy, frequency. Maybe you're here to write, maybe you're here to tell a story, maybe you're writing a book, something of this nature, or maybe you're somebody who is a storyteller. And perhaps you've been here many times because we have this have faith, and then maybe you think that your manifestation isn't manifesting quick enough. So just hang in there, stay in that that flow state of allowing things to flow to you, not trying to be too much in the fire element here. They're wanting you to kind of stay in your water and the feminine energies a little bit and allow it to be revealed to you. Allow the unexpected to happen. Have faith and trust that everything's going to be moving forward, that your divine purpose will be revealed to you. Just hang in there a little bit more. Let me get a few tarot for you, pile number 1. Ooh. Turn these over. Get a few more. Pile number 1, please. Let's go with those 5 here. Okay, we have 7 of Pentacles with potential. We have hope. We have gratitude, success, and activity. Alright, so we have the 7 of Pentacles, the Star, the 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, Knight of Wands. So you're being asked to, have hope. Your wish is coming true. You are successful in this manifestation that you're creating here. Hold your focus and attention on this manifestation, but also have the patience and the gratitude for everything that's coming into your life, and stay in that heart center, stay in the feminine energy of allowing it to flow towards you. You have a lot of potential, and this manifestation has a lot of potential because it is serving the many. It's not just something that is for you, it's something that's going to be benefiting others. Yeah, you've achieved a lot, pile number 2, pile number 1. You've done a lot of work. You should congratulate yourself for everything that you've been through, everything that you've overcome, and you still have held on to your light. But this beautiful creation, whatever it is that you've been nurturing and tending to, is blooming, it is blossoming, It's shining like a star. You're meant to be a star. Alright, I'm gonna get a few more, just a final message to send you on your way from your solar plexus here. Yeah, let's use these. Pile number 1, can we give them some final thoughts, please? You've got a lot of mental clarity and perspective. Some flew on the floor. We have inner strength. Nothing moves me from my path to the light because I have complete confidence in myself. I realize my innate qualities and abilities and know that with God, I can do anything. All the power I need is within me. Yeah, you've overcome a lot. You have taken back your confidence, taken back your strength. You're standing in your truth. I mean, this says it all right here, you know. I feel like this is you. You're standing in your field of creation of everything that you have tended to and nurtured, and you're even tending to the flame here and keeping it burning, you know, that passion that you have, holding your power, your staff of power in your hand, along with this cup of potential here. And you're even crowned with this beautiful like garland of flowers that have just been growing, and you've been growing, and now the sun is shining on you. So this is like a very healthy sacral solar plexus, sorry. Very healthy, very strong. You have a strong light, a strong fire. More messages for pile number 1, please, from their solar plexus. You are a strong manifester too, pile number 1. Alright, this one here. We have goodness. I overcome my imperfections, polish my character, and feed on the positive. Thus, I free myself, allow my goodness to manifest, and become a source of joy. Through gentleness, I offer unconditional support, understanding, and love to myself and others. Ooh. Very, very nice. Freeing yourself, see the goodness to manifest. You are chosen to be a manifester because you don't do things for selfish reasons. You do them to benefit others. Like, and this is like wish come true here. We have wisdom. God has a plan for me. I live here and now, knowing beauty is to come. I don't force things to happen faster than the universe has decided for me. I learn from my experiences, take small steps in faith, and succeed thanks to all my efforts. Thank you. Stay in that flow space. Have your patience and your faith, knowing that everything is flowing towards you, that you are worthy of this manifestation. Allow things to unfold in divine timing. We have inner beauty. I open the eyes of my heart and direct my gaze to the light within every being. Personality and physical appearance are in the image of man. Beauty and goodness are in the image of God. Ooh, I love this. And it's honoring the beauty of your soul, you know, your spirit, the goodness of your heart, and valuing that, not the outside appearance, right? Because that's where, you know, our confidence lies in our solar plexus. And so your guides are saying to have that confidence within yourself and seeing who you really are, seeing your eyes through your heart space, not through the programming of society, you know. Oh my goodness, look at it. We have learning to love myself. I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weaknesses into strengths. I realize that I am a being of light and I allow myself to shine. Aww. So there may be like a little bit of low self-esteem I feel in there. But this is why they're telling you to not to focus on the outside appearance, that your beauty, your natural beauty of your heart and your soul is what shines through, and that's what people see, and that's what people feel. And when you start to acknowledge the beauty that is within you, it starts to radiate for all to see. You know, it's not just our physical appearance. It is the beauty of the heart and the beauty of the soul that you fall in love with, you know? At least that is the way with me. That's how we should be. Because when we honor one another for who we really are, not by this outside appearance. And that's the other thing too, is like your soul family recognizes you through your energy, through your vibration, your frequency, not through this shell, because we all incarnate into different forms at different times, and so it's impossible for us to recognize one another in these different incarnations. So we recognize each other through the light that we shine, through the way that we feel and connect and tap into one another, through the look in our eyes, you know, that soul connection. That's how we find each other. So yeah, just make sure that you're loving yourself, staying centered in your heart, allowing your energies to flow. You are a master manifester, and this creation that you've been nurturing and tending to is going to manifest in divine time. Just hang in there, have patience, have faith, have hope, and gratitude, because your success is on the way, pile number 1. Congratulations. Alright guys, this was your reading for today. If this reading resonates, I would love to hear from you in the comments. If you feel like sharing, please like and subscribe. I'd love to have you here for future readings. And I will see y'all next time. Y'all take care. Have a blessed day. Pile number 2, this is your reading. You chose the Citrine crystal with the Neophyte card that says study. So with Citrine is a crystal that works on the mental body. It's also very good for bringing our mind into alignment, bringing our aura into alignment. It's also very good at cleansing and purifying the energies. It represents abundance and prosperity. It has the energy of the sun within the crystal. So it's very good at diffusing and dispelling illusions and bringing more clarity in. And what I feel with this card is you are, if you haven't already, you're going to be going on a spiritual journey where you're learning how to see things from a higher perspective. You're seeing, or will be seeing, the illusions for what they really are, the truth of the illusion, the truth of the mirror, how the mirror works, how we see our own reflection in the world around us, our beliefs, our thoughts, and the way that they contribute to our manifestations here in the physical world. And getting more clarity on the power to create, on how we are creating the world through our belief systems. Because what you believe about yourself, or what about others, or about the world, is what you will see and reflected in the world around you. And so I feel like you're going to be going on a spiritual journey to learn and understand how to create belief systems and structures, how to cleanse and purify, and maybe have some higher perspectives, higher understandings about your own belief structures of how you see the world and how you perceive the world. And even yourself, how you perceive yourself, because she's looking at herself in the mirror. So maybe this is an upgrade, a learning. You're going on a healing journey to understand, to bring some more mental clarity, and to help dissolve the illusions and the misperceptions that you have about yourself and about the world. We have Emma Star and Diamond, card number 11. Ooh, divine inspiration here and synchronicity. We have Emma Star has spoken. Come to me in the temple of eternal purity. Let me fill your view of the future with a rosy light. Oh, look at that. How beautiful. Isn't that a beautiful card? The dragon. So you're going on a healing, cleansing journey and healing the solar plexus, healing your perspective, healing your mind, the way that you see and perceive things, your beliefs about yourself, your beliefs about the world. We have Ceridwen and Baldwin, and it's card number 22. Look at that. This is like the peaceful energy, healing energy, relationship energy. They're mirroring each other. See the wonders around you and honor this incarnation. The here and now is a stage on which you will encounter and learn to love yourself. Ooh. Healing journey, the way that you see yourself. And learning to see yourself from a higher perspective, for the truth of who you are truly. So you got 3 dragon riders. We have Hecate and Gialik. I can't even say that, yeah. Only a rebellious mind is sufficiently agile and flexible to grasp magic in its entirety. Have the courage to rebel every once in a while. I love that. Yeah, you're going to be challenged on the way that you see and perceive things, and challenging the illusion and dispelling your fears about it, because we only fear something that's unknown. But once you go within and once you understand it, once you put your awareness and your light, you shine your light on it, it illuminates it so that you have more understanding. It's being processed, it's being understood, it's being analyzed. It's no longer sitting in the dark and creating more fear and worry and stress and trauma and even physical disease. The more you can try to understand yourself and your own thoughts, and why do I think this way? Try to pay attention to your mental chatter. Like, even when you're watching TV, like, what's going on up there? What is your mind saying? Is it very critical and judgy of others? You know, are you critical and judgmental about yourself? Because these are all signs where you have a disconnection within. You know, you're not seeing yourself with complete clarity. Your mirror's a little bit dirty and it needs to be polished and cleaned like a diamond, because you should be seeing yourself from your heart space and not seeing yourself from a critical mind, you know, one that has been, put down a lot. Maybe you talk bad of yourself. Maybe you're a little too judgmental about yourself or harsh on you, and that can come from society, your parents, you know, things that happen in childhood and the way that we're raised and, you know, trained to fit in society and such. And so we are very harsh-minded when it comes to how we nurture and take care of ourselves and connect to ourselves. And most people are very disconnected from who they really are and their own truth, and allowing themselves to be imperfectly perfect and embracing our uniqueness and our differences. That's something that should be honored and respected and appreciated, because who wants to be the same? You know, it would be a boring world if we were all the same. That's why it's to love yourself and love your uniqueness and all your quirkiness. That's what makes you beautiful. We have Aries with Act. We have another 1 here, so we have 111. Something, whatever you've been focusing on. Yeah, I think you maybe focus a little too much on unnecessary things, or the way that you perceive yourself. You know, maybe things that you don't want. Maybe you're somebody who thinks about the things that you don't want to happen, and sometimes those are the things that happens because that's where your focus is, you know. And when you learn to shift your focus into manifesting and, you know, believing something is real until it finally materializes, that's the work that's involved, right? We always seem to manifest the things we don't want because we put so much attention on that aspect instead of this is what I want for myself, you know. We have community here. I feel like this is your connection with yourself. Yeah, I feel like you're reaching up to connect. We have actually 3 hands here. So we have this darkness in the center, and then we have the light, and it's finding that balance, you know. I had to restart this video because my dog started barking. All right, so we have the 11th house with community, and the 11th house is our group involvement, our friendships, our global awareness, you know, our perspective about the world, our ideals, things that we're here to help, you know, contribute along with others, you know, so working in a group, because we have the many hands, you know, many hands make light work. So let's see what else we have with that, with the community. We'll see how that plays in. We have death and space. Okay, so there's definitely some things that need to be cleared out, cleansed, healed, some programs that you have, some perceptions that you have that are not serving you or others. Yeah, some old belief systems, the old structures that we build our belief systems on. There needs to be a, you know, a clean out. You need to get in the computer, you need to defrag, you need to get rid of some outdated programs, some ways of thinking and perceiving and seeing yourself. You need to understand where they originated from, where did it come from, and go back to the source of when it first became a pattern for you, when it first became a belief system for you. And it's time to upgrade your belief systems and the way that you see and perceive things. And when you do that, when you let go of some of these old belief systems, you end up creating space for new growth to come in, new ideas, new belief systems. So once you let go of some things, once you clear some things out, you'll have some more space for new and better to come into your life. We have intention, yep. And we have 22 again, you guys. 2222, you might want to look that one up. I know that 222 is about healing, stop worrying, everything's working out, trust you're on the right path, expect miracles, aligning with people that resonate with you. It's a partnership, so this could relate to our community here. Letting go of the people who were in your life that aren't necessarily, you know, your friends and your family, the people who aren't quite on the same level as you, might see things differently. They might be the ones who make you feel bad about yourself and that you're different, or that you believe differently, you love differently. And so you may have felt that you were, you know, kind of isolated on your own, and it kind of made you see yourself different than, you know, skewed your perspective of who you really are. And so when you let go of those old systems, and you start standing in the truth of who you are and loving yourself, loving every bit of yourself, you're going to connect to your rightful community, your family, the people who honor you and respect you, who are here also to help you create something new, or to stand in the truth, and it paves the path for others who are like you to follow, you know, because they're looking for somebody to show them a way. We have impasse here. So it's like you're being given a choice, you know, and you need to choose to either follow your intuition and be guided, or to stay on the path that you've been on, you know, where you might not feel so connected or honoring the truth of who you are. Yeah, you may have been feeling like you're being blocked. We have release. Yeah, I'm gonna put that down here. releasing some sadness, releasing things from the past, things that are, you know, they've been hurtful. You know, you may have been somebody who betrayed your own thoughts and ignored your own intuition about others and about certain situations because you wanted to believe the heart of an individual versus watching their actions. You know, and that's somebody who has like a big heart, and we want to see the good in everybody, but not everybody's living from that space. You know, a lot of people are very selfish, and they're living for themselves, and they'll say whatever, do whatever to get out of, you know, having to take responsibility themselves. They'd rather, if you're going to do it and you're making it easy for them, then they're going to continue to live their life the way they're living it, because nobody's making them, holding them to the fire, so to say. And, you know, a lack of confidence, a lack of self-esteem, this is all linked to our solar plexus. So there's some things that need to be cleared out, so that you can have some more mental clarity on what it is, what your intentions are. You know, what are you trying to create for yourself, or even with another individual. And we have service. I feel good when I can help others. The Ringmaster of Scrutiny, discernment, clear vision, and details. You're being asked to focus, use your discernment on who is, I feel like, who's an ally, you know? Who is worthy of your time, who's worthy of being in your space. You're being asked to focus on something here. Focus your intentions on healing, on shifting your perspective about yourself, about your ability to create, your ability to manifest, your own, trusting your own wisdom. Ooh, what do we have? We have the Fire Prince, optimism and aggression. Yeah, I feel like you're being asked to set some healthy boundaries for yourself, because maybe with this community card, maybe the people that you've been around, that you've surrounded yourself with, have been a lot of takers, a lot of people who value, what's the word? Benefited from your lack of boundaries, your lack of self-care, your lack of confidence, and maybe they took you for granted. And your guides are telling you, your solar plexus wants you to have more confidence in yourself, set some healthy boundaries, because you have, and to focus your attention on creating something new, because there's something that you're wanting to create, and you're being asked to hold a vision here, and to let go of anything, any fears or worries of that manifestation, of that intention of manifesting. With this Fire Prince, I feel like you are being asked to have that power, that passion, and ignite that fire within to generate the energy for this manifestation, because you have to get excited about it. You have to be passionate about what it is that you're here to create, what it is that you're doing, what are you learning, what are you studying, what's this journey that you're about to go on here, because you need to invoke the fire element within yourself so that you can, you know, learn the truth of who you are, and to reignite that fire, reignite your passions, your spark that is within. We each have a unique spark that makes us who we are, and you have to tap in, you have to go within to find that, to reignite it, because the world that we're in wants to squash it. You know, it doesn't want us to be our own light. It wants us to, you know, take from others and to not know who we are. They want us to be somebody that we're not, and that's more valuable than being who you are. But that's not the truth. That's the illusion that they're selling you, because nobody's happy not being themselves. Everybody really wants to be loved for who they really are. They want to be seen for who they really are, not because they're putting on this mask and performing. You know, that's what the illusion wants to project towards us. That we are not worth anything unless we're pretending to be someone else. And your solar plexus wants you to ignite your inner fire and to focus your intention on being you, to invoking your courage, invoking that inner flame, to learn who you are, to face your fears, not to let anybody stop you from, being who you are, living the life that you want to live. Whatever you're here to create and manifest, your own, your purpose. Sometimes we look to others to give us approval, and you don't need approval from others. You only need it from yourself. We have happiness. The sun came out in your reading. Yes, this is, it's like abundance. It's your happiness. It's the yes card, It's your own light, shining your own light, the fire that is within. Your youth, it's like your inner child as well, They're wanting to be happy. They want to live from their passions. They want to create what they're passionate about. They want to be happy in their life. When you think of little kids, they love everything, and they're very curious. They want to go exploring. They want to do everything. They love everything and everyone. We have the Lovers, choices. Yeah, this is like, your relationship with yourself and with other individuals. And it's how you choose to be in a relationship with others, or how you choose to let people see the truth of who you are. And it's hard sometimes, because when you let your boundaries down, you let your guard down, you let people in, they can hurt you. But this is where our hardest lessons come from relationships, and it's learning how to make healthy choices and to communicate to our partners our needs and our wants, and our boundaries, so that they know who you are, and they know the truth of your light. You're not hiding, you're not wearing a mask. You are, this is who I am, this is the type of relationship I want to be in. And setting those boundaries right off rip, like I don't want to be with somebody who is, lying to my face, or, there's all these red flags and I'm overlooking them because I think they're really cute. Like, that's only looking at the outside appearance. Like, you really have to get to know the soul of the individual, and sometimes like that, everybody falls in love with the glamour, and it takes a good couple weeks. Oh God, there was something a meme or a video I saw where it says that we fall in love twice. First, we fall in love with like the glamour, the outside appearance of somebody, their attractiveness, and there's this chemistry that you get. But then after like 6 months or so, that starts to fade, and then like you see the real characters start shining through. It's like the glamour wears off, and then you start seeing the truth of the individual. And then you decide if this is like a soul that you really want to connect with and be with on a deeper level, or if like now the truth is being revealed, the mask has come off, and now this is who they really are, this is how they treat people, this is how they think about life in general, or you start seeing like the real version of them. And so then that's when you can kind of make that choice to continue on a relationship, or there needs to be a conversation had, or is it time to move on, etc. But I feel like in this pile there may be some relationship type things, because we have community and we have the Lovers. So there's something with relationships here, relationships with yourself or relationships with others, that need a little bit of shifting perspective, looking more boundaries. Pile number 2, please. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, definitely. You have to work on feeling worthy, and that can be very hard when there's some moment maybe in your childhood you felt like you weren't good enough, or like I was saying earlier, your perspective of how you see yourself and the way that you love yourself, like you may feel like you're unworthy somehow. You feel like maybe somebody walked away from a relationship with you, and you may be still mourning or not understanding. Maybe you didn't have closure. Maybe you thought you did the best you could and you don't understand why things ended. And sometimes we aren't given that closure. We're not given that clarity. But what you have to know is that everything does happen for a reason, and sometimes it's better to know sooner than later whether that person is good for you or not, and shift the way that you see things. Sometimes rejection is protection. You never know what was going to happen. Everything does happen for a reason, and you have to trust that. You have to trust that there's always a purpose, and you being with this individual that wasn't the right person could have been blocking you from being in the relationship with the person that you're meant to be with, and where you're meant to be at that moment in time. So just allow yourself to be in your flow, to trust and have faith that you're going to meet the right person when the time is right. But you have to work on loving yourself and building the relationship up with yourself first before you can feel worthy enough to be with another individual. Because you shouldn't be searching for anybody to see you as worthy, or seeking approval from anyone else but yourself. Like, you have to learn to fill your own cup, to love yourself, to pour all of your nurturing energies into you and how you see yourself, how you love yourself. Do you rest? Do you take care of the body? Do you speak kindly to yourself? Things like this. More messages for pile number 2, please. Alright, I'll go ahead and take these, and I think that'll be it for the tarot. We have intuition, the High Priestess. Yes. You standing in your power. You're being called to stand in the power and your truth and to see yourself. And it might be something that you're moving into now, coming into a place where you know your worth, you know your value. The end of this old cycle, the end of the old ways, the old vision that you had about who you are. Yeah, kindness here. We have the Queen of Pentacles, learning to honor who you are and the truth of who you are, and your beauty and your kindness and your ability to help others and to take care of, even nature. You're somebody who is very, you can create when you put your mind to it. You can create something for yourself. But you have to discern who is worthy of you now. It's not the other way around. You are the one who decides who's worthy of your love and your attention. 8 of Cups, change. Okay. 2 of Cups, partnership. Judgment, self-reflection, and Ace of Swords, victory. Woo! Yeah, that's great confirmation. So definitely, when you learn to love yourself and pour into your own cup, your emotions, the way that you love yourself, the way that you see yourself, you're going to have so much, other people are going to see that light that you've put on yourself and filled yourself with, that you're just going to be beaming with confidence, and people are very attracted to people who are confident in themselves, because you have learned to love yourself and to see yourself for who you really are, and you honor your beauty, your own intelligence, the way that you see things, the way that you connect. You have more self-worth and self-value, and you're able to set those healthy boundaries, that when somebody is disrespecting you, or somebody is, treating you poorly, that you stand up for yourself and you let them know, I'm not tolerating being treated like this. I deserve better than this, and cut the cord, let them go. And I guarantee you, people, for me, people respect that. People honor that. Somebody who knows themselves and they know their worth and their value. And then people know not to come, not to go after somebody who's like that if you don't have the purest heart and the purest intention. You can't trick somebody who knows themselves, because they've taken the time to get to know themselves. And so you can't fool them anymore. They know the games that you're trying to play. They know you're trying to manipulate them. They know when you're lying. Like, you learning to read people's energy and body languages. And I feel like that is, if it's not something that you've done, you're moving into that phase where you are coming into the truth of seeing who you really are and having that beautiful light being reflected back at you and radiating through you from being, loving yourself and being kind to yourself and pouring into yourself and having right relations with your own reflection, the way that you see yourself. All right, I'm going to get you a few cards here to end your reading from your solar plexus. I mean, I'm happy for you, pile number 2, because it takes a lot of work when you feel unworthy and you feel, abandoned or loneliness, and you start to kind of turn against yourself and start criticizing yourself, thinking that there's something wrong with you. And which is so sad that we even do that to ourselves, that we automatically go, it's me, it's me, it's me. And sometimes it might be, but that's where you have to get in there and look at yourself and question yourself and your motives and your behaviors and why, and then do the healing work. Go build yourself back up, have a healthier relationship with yourself and try to understand your motives and your intentions and your actions, and then begin to love yourself more, forgive yourself more, and make those healthy choices to change. Because then when you do that, it creates more change in the world around you. The change you do on yourself is going to be reflected in the world that you see. Because all the work that you do within, all the belief systems that you have within will be reflected in the world around you. We have some closing messages for pile number 2. We have faithfulness. I commit to my mind, heart, and will. I am devoted to the needs of my soul. I trust in myself, in God, and the universe. That's good. Exactly. Having faith in yourself. Trusting yourself. Building that relationship with yourself first, and then the others just fall into place naturally on their own. Okay. This will be good. So we have return to heart. I breathe light and stick to the essential for my soul, the present moment. I calm my thoughts, I focus on my heart, and find space to be where my light and greatness are. I find peace and inner silence. Yeah, this is that balance, going within the spiritual journey, learning who you are, learning the truth of your soul, connecting more to your heart space than the mind, because the solar plexus, it's our physical mind, but then when we connect that physical mind into our heart space, we start seeing things with more love, more kindness. It's a higher perspective. It shifts the mind into a different level so that we don't see things from a negative mind space. We start seeing things from a more positive mind space that's more centered in the here and the now, not off of the past and the past situations that we experienced. It's more from the present moment. All right, we have, the here and now. The future does not exist and the past is gone. I focus on the present moment. I have confidence in life again because here, now, there is no danger. Everything happens when my soul is ready. There we go. So there needs to be a little bit of healing energy from the past of feeling abandoned somewhere in your childhood. Maybe you felt like you weren't nurtured enough. Your heart, or maybe in a relationship that you were experiencing with a potential parent. Maybe codependency on other individuals because you felt abandoned, and so maybe you're afraid of being alone. So there might be some things that you need to process a little bit more. So do that, go on that self-loving journey and try to understand yourself. We have affirmations. I listen to myself and acknowledge my needs. Thank you for the confirmation. I assert myself and retain my power. I am brave and gentle. I don't have to be afraid of others. I respect myself and am respected by others. Ooh, what a great card to close your reading with. So trust yourself. Listen to your own intuition. Watch out for them red flags. Love yourself a little bit more. Have right relationships with the reflection that you see in the mirror. And relearn your truth, see things from a higher perspective. Yeah. All right, pile number 2, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear from you in the comments if this reading resonates, if this was your vibe, let me know. Thank you all for tuning into this channel, and I hope to see you in future readings. Till then, y'all have a great day and take care. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Spiral card with Bumblebee Jasper. So with Bumblebee Jasper, this stone is very good for promoting strength and confidence when you're feeling stressed. It's also really good for helping you to ground yourself so that you're not in the worries and the anxieties of the future. Because when you think of like the bumblebee, they're always flying around from flower to flower to flower to flower. And they're very busy. They're always working. And sometimes we can get a little caught in our mind and in the work and the doing and the creating, that we don't take enough time out to rest and to enjoy life. We're just very, very busy. And this stone helps you to initiate more intentional awareness into your own behaviors so that you can better connect to yourself and learn a little bit more who you are, understand your goals, have more strength, more confidence, more optimism, energies like that. And what I love about, we have the attraction, which is what is on the bottom of this card. So I feel like since we have the bumblebee here, that you may be being asked to kind of temper the flame a little bit of the energy of acting and creating and being in that masculine energy, and to tune into more of the feminine energy so that you can attract this manifestation, to ground in this manifestation. It's almost, is so weird, and I know it sounds like the opposite of what you should be doing, but that's how this world works. It is a world of illusion and magic. And when what we think we should do when we don't have, let's say, when we're low on funds or we're trying to pay those bills, like we get into that worry, frantic phase of, you know, I gotta produce more, I gotta do more, I gotta work harder so I can earn more money. And sometimes we end up burning out. You know, we get so drained and we're so exhausted, and we start, you know, the wheels are spinning, but it seems like we're not going anywhere, and we end up getting very exhausted. We start getting defeated. We start losing confidence in ourselves, and that is because we're applying the wrong energy. We need to shift some things around, and we need to tap into that feminine energy of receiving, because we've been in the energy of giving and doing, and that's that masculine fire, which is the solar plexus. And it is our passions to create. It is the energy to do. It's that drive, you know, our willpower. And I feel like you're being asked to temper that willpower with a little bit more of the feminine energy of being more in the receptive flow, of being in that restful, grounding intuition, that receptivity of receiving the blessings from all the hard work that you've been putting out. Because you have the bumblebee energy, which is, you know, the work. It's like the workaholic, you know, but it's meant to be in a way that works with a community. You know, there's a group of like-minded souls there. It's very connected to the Starseed collective, many souls who are working together for the same purpose. And that is the community, and many hands make light work. So it's not meant to be where you are having to work so hard that you completely burn out and you never see, you know, the honey. It is time for you to tap into the feminine energy and allow yourself to be open to receiving. Let's get some more information for you. I'm going to put this card over here. You guys, it is super chilly here in Georgia. We just had like a cold front come through, and I've mentioned this in a couple of my other readings that it is daylight saving at this time of year. It's November, and it is super dark outside, which is why I have all these lights on. And I have me some coffee, so you might be hearing me sip on it here and there. I will try to be quiet and keep it off camera, but it is keeping me warm while I'm out here. Okay, so we have the spiral, and it's the number 5, which represents change, you know, life lessons, and standing in your truth of who you are and your power. We have Mother Earth and Vita. Ooh, all things are interconnected. Feel the deep peace and sense of connection that results from this knowledge. And look, she's got this basket of harvest here. And so I feel like, yeah, you have been so much in that masculine energy in your solar plexus that it's time to move down into the sacral chakra, into the womb, and allow yourself to receive the fruits of your hard work. And we even have the root chakra coming up a little bit here with Mother Earth, and it's grounding the harvest in order for you to, in order to receive the harvest, you have to slow down enough to be able to ground it into physical reality. You know what I mean? If you're constantly pushing energy away, and you see us as a magnet, you're in the energy of pushing, and in order to receive the energy in return, you have to slow down. You have to come out of the masculine and tap into the feminine to shift the energy towards you now. And it requires you to take time off, to rest, to not be in so much of the mind space, of the mental space, and tap into the body. Tap into allowing yourself to rest and tapping into that magnetic energy that says, I'm worthy, I'm deserving, I am receiving all of my blessings, I'm receiving the fruits of my labor, I'm expecting my return, I'm expecting my blessings. And you can even use these affirmations to help yourself, to remind yourself to tap back in to the feminine flow. How does my body feel today? What are my energy levels? Do I have energy to produce and to create, or am I lacking in my energy, and now I'm being called to rest and to receive? And there might be some guidance that needs to come in for you, some messages from your guides, some synchronicities, maybe some signs that you need to pay attention to that alarms you to a direction you need to move in. Maybe there needs to be some shifts in your energy or in the direction that you're going. And in order to receive those, you have to slow your energy down, because it's very subtle in the way that spirit communicates to us. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna breathe. Ooh, look, we have Artanis. I'm not sure how to pronounce any of these names, you guys, so just bear with me. And we have Eris Lu. Open yourself to the gifts that life brings. Be grateful and patient, and you will receive all that you require. Woohoo! I love that. And we have, this yellow, orange, and red coming out, and these are your lower energy, your lower chakras that are speaking to you here. And it's finding the balance of that masculine and feminine energy, that fire and that water, and grounding them in perfect balance into the root chakra, so that you know that you're worthy, you know that you are deserving, that you know that your rewards are coming, and anchoring that into your heart space here, because we do also have the heart. So it's like the heart down right now, staying centered in that gratitude of knowing. Okay, let's get some more cards. Ooh, you got another dragon. It's green, it's the heart. We have Aramid, and Matilda. You are now in need of rest and recuperation. It is only when cradled in the silence of a powerful being that you can achieve self-awareness and follow your soul path with divine clarity. I mean, what great confirmation is that coming through here for your reading, pile number 3. And see, look, we have this blooming taking place here, this green and the roses. This is your harvest. She's holding her, you know, her gratitude in her hands is what I feel like. And it's holding for you to hold on to that gratitude of being open to receiving and tapping into that feminine energy, allowing yourself to rest for all the hard work that you have been doing, for everything that you have, all the work you've done, all the healing that you have done. Yeah, because we have the snake here. You've done a lot of healing work. You've been on that spiritual journey of getting to know yourself. And this is you balancing out those energies and now being on the receiving end of the fruits of all of your hard work, the fruits of your labor. We have Leo shine. Ooh, that's another 5. So we have 55. Actually, we have 32. So 5, 5, 5. And that means huge changes are ahead. Trust that this is a transition that is for your highest good. Prepare for some massive shifts. Things are about to get exciting for you with this harvest that's going to be coming in. What else do we have? We have square, semi-square, quincunx, tension. So yeah, so that is the shifts that are going to be taking place. It's going to, like when you're shifting from being in that energetic, you know, drive, and we're so used to doing things a certain way and having these routines that we're in, and we can kind of get stuck in like a loop, you know, and stuck in this pattern. And when anytime we're trying to create change, maybe we found I'm not happy, I'm not really receiving, you know, a whole lot of enjoyment out of, you know, doing this job, or you know, and what I've been building, or the direction that I see this going. I'm not sure if this is really what I want to devote all of my time and energy towards. And so we start having those thoughts, and we end up start creating a little bit of tension there, because we've been going with the think of it like the stream is flowing in a certain direction, and now you are stopping that flow of going in this direction. Now you're having to go against the stream. So at first, like, there will be a little bit of tension, and it's going to take you a little bit of time to get the momentum going, and eventually you will have to shift the currents to be flowing in the opposite direction. And it can be a little like uncomfortable at first, because you're trying to get used to this new, to the shift, to the change, you know. But you're going to be so happy when you do, because you're going to be receiving all the things that you're worthy of, all the hard work that you've put in. You're going to finally start to see, you know, what you have created. You know, you're going to be able to appreciate it, and you're going to thank yourself. We have authority. And that is the 10th house. Yeah, this is your achievement, your hard work, what you've done, the mountains that you've climbed, your career, your success, you know. I can't wait for you. And we have Neptune vision. Determination. Look at that. We have another mountain here with the sun shining. Yeah. Use your energy to focus on this shift, you know, and use your determination, use your fire to help you do this. You know what I mean? It's so wild, because you're trying to get out of that energy flow of going in this direction, and you have to use the energy to like shift it around and pull it around towards you by being in a rest mode. And it sounds so weird, I know, because it seems like the opposite of what you should be doing. But think about it, like, no, it makes complete sense that you would have to like stop in order to stop the flow, the energy from leaving you. You have to like pause and reflect and turn your focus within and be like, okay, what are my personal needs today? And it's like the self-affirming energy where you have to pour into yourself and not pushing in the outside world. It's in a different way where you're focusing now on the inside, because then that's what pulls the energy towards you. And it's filling your own cup by focusing on, I am receiving my harvest, you know, and I'm so grateful for everything that's in my life. And it's finding all the ways that you can be grateful for everything that you already have, you know, And you can even break it down to like the most simplest of things, you know. I am grateful for my toothbrush. I am grateful for my clothes. I'm grateful that I have clothes to put on my body. I'm grateful that I have shelter over my head. I'm grateful that I have food in my fridge. I'm grateful for the air that I breathe, the sun that shines, you know, Mother Nature that provides for us every day. I'm grateful for the bird song. I'm grateful for the plants that provide for us. You know, there's so many things to be grateful for. And when you start pulling the energy in towards you, that's what helps create and generate that shift within. And it's also tuning into a place of rest, connecting with Mother Nature, and it's slowing the energy down. This is how you do it. You have to connect more to the present moment and not being in a work mode. So you have to retune yourself to being more connected to right here, right now in the present moment, slowing the energy down and going within and filling your cup that is within. And then visualizing yourself receiving the harvest, you know. I am receiving all of my blessings. I'm grateful for my blessings, you know. That's how you create and generate the energy within so that then you start to see it manifest in front of you. It takes a little bit of time. It takes some dedication and determination, but you can do it. Look, and then the reflection will shift, and that's what you're trying to create is when you do the work within, you will see it mirrored outside of you because you've poured into yourself. You've poured that love in. You've put your confidence in yourself. And you will see that being reflected. You no longer will feel like you have to work so hard for everything, to achieve everything. It is now time for you to pour into yourself and receive. Peaks of joy. Look at that. Woohoo! We got 33. This is about honor. This is harmony. This is balance. This is a master number. It has to do with our creativity, the ability to create. It is the abundance energy. It's also connected to the divine feminine. And see, it's this like leap of joy, this leap of faith, this beautiful transformation that's going to take place for you. What else do we have? Service. Victim. Trickery. Ooh. Okay. I feel like there might be some people in your life that might try to guilt you or make you feel bad that you need to be doing for them, you know, and make you feel like you're being selfish in some way because you're taking care of your needs and not being, you know, their constant service worker, you know. And there's a difference of like helping somebody who's like in definite need, you know. I mean, of course, yes, if you have children, you have to provide for your children. I mean, that's a necessity. But there's a difference in like doing people's work for them, or you know what I mean, like people shaming you for you trying to find happiness for yourself. Let's say you've had children and your children are grown and your parents, you took care of your parents, and let's say that they passed on, and now you are trying to find yourself again and figure out what makes you happy. And let's say maybe it could be that you enjoy crystals and you love shopping for crystals and you found something that just brings you so much joy, and one of your family members wants to criticize you on like your spending habits or like, you know, you don't need to be buying crystals, why are you wasting your money, you know, and they try to take your joy away from you, or shame you or guilt you because you're doing something that makes you feel happy for once, you know, because you've done everything for everyone else your entire life, and now you found something that makes you happy and brings you joy. It's not hurting anybody, it's giving you your happiness and restoring your light and everything, and these people just want to, you know, put you down for it, judge you for it, shame you for it. How dare you do something for yourself, you know, you should be doing stuff for me. And you know, that's not right. So be aware of when somebody's trying to manipulate your energy and trying to trick you out of your worth and your value of receiving this, you know, the fruits of your labor, this time for you, the time for rest, the time for you to nurture yourself and pour into yourself, you know, and stand up for yourself and have those healthy boundaries, and know when somebody's just playing a role, when somebody's wearing a mask and somebody's trying to be the victim, you know, and they want you to give them attention and pour into them instead of you, and taking away from you loving and nurturing yourself, you know, because there's a lot of people that love attention seeking and they love to always be a victim, always tell you a story how somehow they're always, you know, being taken advantage of and everybody's always doing bad things to them. And if that's the case, then they need to go within and try to understand why that is. Why is that pattern there? It's not for you to fix them and you to do their work. That's on them to get to know themselves and have a closer relationship with themselves, not to, you know, dump all over you and then make you, you know, you got to fix them in some kind of way. We have peace. I am a being of love and release all negative energy. Thank you. Let go of feeling like you are unworthy or you're undeserving in any kind of way, or any kind of guilt that you have that you don't deserve this and that you can't have this. And if you're met with any kind of, you know, tension, or you feel like there's a struggle in any kind of way, just remember, anytime you're trying to create change, there's going to be a little bit of resistance because you are going against the flow. You're changing the pattern. So you're creating a disruption in the matrix, you know what I mean? So like you are shifting, you're creating a shift. So there's going to be a little bit of chaos. There's going to be a little disorderly energies, you know, around you. And it's going to feel a little awkward until you restabilize the energy and have your sure footing again, because then you'll feel safe and confident once you get the energies shifted around. All right? Just hang in there. Stay in your heart. Stay in your truth. Know that you can do this. Stay grounded. Spend more time out in nature, because this will help remind you you are shifting the energies. Be more in the present moment. Okay? Last card, we have the Web Weaver. Synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. Thank you. And we have number 4, which is about stability. Pay attention to the synchronicities. You are the creator of your reality, and that's what you're doing. You are taking the power into your own hands and opening yourself up to receive all these blessings that want to come into your world right now. So you may start seeing, you know, angel numbers. You might hear music on the radio, song lyrics that speak to you. You might be seeing animals out in nature. Pay attention to those signs. Look up those angel numbers, because you're never alone. You're always being guided. And follow your intuition. I'm going to get a little bit of tarot for you. Pile number 3. What we have? We have restriction, 8 of Swords. What's this one? The Hanged Man. Yeah, I feel like you've been blocked and feeling blocked, like you're not going to be receiving. You've been working so hard. When is your, you know, your benefits going to start showing up? We have the High Priestess, intuition. Exactly. Using your power, using your focus to create the shift. Seeing things from a different perspective is going to help you. It's by slowing the energy down, to pause. Healing. Look at that. We got the figure 8 twice. The end of one cycle and the beginning of a new. And see this, if you were moving in this direction, you're now trying to shift the energy to flow into the other direction, okay? And this is you finding your balance. Balancing the masculine and the feminine energies, balancing your fire and your water. You're going with the flow, acting on the energy when the energy is available to create, using that energy, using that force. shifting your perspectives and the way that you see things, the way that you think about things. And it's removing those blockages, removing the blockage so that you can be more into your flow, into the flow of receiving, into this feminine energy and mastering your feminine energy. Let me get you one more card here. Yeah, and it's going to bring that balance, and it's restoring the balance within. Restoring the balance of that sacral chakra. All right, these two wanted to come out. We have the Eight of Wands, travel. And then we have opportunity, travel opportunity. So there may be an opportunity for travel, but it can also mean that the shift and everything, the shift is going to bring opportunities your way. You creating this internal shift where you're more receptive and more in your feminine flow is going to bring about more opportunities for you. It's going to bring in those blessings. Those financial blessings. All right, I got a few more, just some final messages for you, pile number 3, to send you out on your way to close the reading. Pile number 3, please, can we have some final messages to help them on their way from their solar plexus? You are attracting opportunities because you are tapping into your feminine energy of flow, opening yourself up, being grateful, being patient, allowing yourself to tap into that feminine energy without guilt. We have return to heart. This came out, I think, in pile 2 maybe. I breathe light and stick to the essential for my soul and the present moment. I calm my thoughts. I focus on my heart and find space to be where my light and greatness are. I find peace and inner silence. There we go. We're silencing that mind, silencing the ego that wants to make us feel guilty if we pause, if we slow down, if we rest. Tapping back into our bodies and the way our bodies feel. Get out of the racing mind and into the present moment of the body. The feminine here. Ooh, we have gratitude. I am aware of the light in my life. I direct my thoughts to the beauty in and around me. I give thanks to God for every little thing that brings me joy. Thus I enlighten my thoughts. Riches surround me, and I appreciate all that life brings. This is that we're centered, and when we're in our heart space. This is when we're here in the present moment. And when you're in the present moment, what you want to do is fill your heart with gratitude. And when you start doing that, when you keep those affirmations of I'm grateful, I'm grateful, I'm grateful, this brings you to being here in the present, into your feminine energy, where you have the ability to create, to manifest. That's where our power lies, is in the present moment, not in the past when we're worried about, or we're regretful about the past, or we're afraid, or we're in pain from the past. And we're not living in the future, or the anxieties of the future and what may happen, and is the past going to repeat itself? You want to be here, focused in the present moment, in the here and the now, and where you are, who you are, what do you want to create for yourself, and living from the present moment and being grateful for everything that you have, everything that you've been through, all that you have learned, all the work that you've put into yourself and into the world, and what you have been manifesting and creating. And loving yourself, pouring into yourself. I am grateful for me, I love myself and I take care of myself. If I'm tired, I allow myself to rest without guilt. I allow myself to do things for me without guilt. But it's finding that balance, it's not, I'm going to be selfish and just only do for me and not do for anybody else. That's the ego, trying to make you feel bad. It's, I do things for me because I'm in need as well, and I know how to love me, and nobody else knows quite how to give it to me, so I do it for myself. But I enjoy, and everything that everybody else gives me is just extra, and you have to see it that way, where you fill your own cup, and then anything extra that anybody offers you and gives you is the extra bonus. That's the abundance. We have inner strength. This came out in pile number 1. Nothing moves me from my path to the light because I have complete confidence in myself. I realize my innate qualities and abilities and know that with God I can do anything. All the power I need is within me. Yes, it is. You have the power to create the life that you want. You have the power to open and receive your blessings. You just have to create that shift. You have to work with the energies, balance the energies. And we have action. My divine action initiates love and harmony. I am aware of my thoughts and driven by positive forces. I listen to my heart. My desire to manifest light transforms test into growth, challenge into opportunity, and fear into love. Thank you. That is healing that ego, letting go of the ego. The ego is the part of the mind that wants to be in control. It wants to shame us if we want to take a break, if we want to rest, or anytime we're doing something for the self or that makes us feel good. And it tries to guilt us out of those types of things. And that's where you have to heal and understand, where does that come from? Why do I feel that way? Why am I not allowed to love myself, nurture myself, and take a break? And it's going within to understand your own patterns, your own belief systems, and restructuring yourself. And know that at first there's going to be a little bit of tension. There's going to be a little bit of, but that's where you got to dig your feet in, and you got to sit in those energies and try to understand them and work with them. But you're being called to tap more into that feminine energy. Stay in your heart space, balance those two energies out, and be open to receiving. And you will attain that peace of mind, knowing that you are worthy of them. All right, pile number 3, this was your reading. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you all of my love and light. If this reading resonates with you, I'd love to hear from you in the comments if you feel like sharing. And I hope to see you guys next time in future readings. We will be working on the heart chakra next. So y'all take care. Have a blessed day.